Welcome. If you're a woman who has a sense that there's more out there for you, you're in the right place. I'm Whitney Baker, host of the Electric Ideas podcast. Somewhere along the line of work and kids, life carried on, but I lost track of my truth. I'm on a reflective journey, and that's what this podcast is all about. Each week, I interview a woman who is lighting her own path and offering others hope. Before our conversation ends, we'll share a reflective question for you to explore. Sometimes all we need is a jolt, a fresh idea, an aha moment that connects us to a sense of possibility. This, my friends, is what I call an electric idea. Hello, thank you so much for tuning into the Electric Ideas podcast. I'm your host, Whitney Baker. I'm a writer and a mom, and somewhere between falling into and eventually leaving my corporate job, I lost track of my truth. I felt disconnected and stuck, like I was reacting to everyone else's needs, but somehow not serving anyone as effectively as I wanted to. I definitely felt like I wasn't tapping into my potential or serving out my highest good. So for a long time, I thought it was this work piece that was causing all the problems. I made the classic mistake of looking outside myself. I thought that if I could figure that out, I'd find this magical balance. So I tried working full-time and part-time. I was freelancing. I took an intentional pause, you name it. And I'm so glad I had the flexibility to explore. But with all these years of unwinding and soul searching, I actually came to realize that the work piece was never what was missing. And so through years of developing my practices in meditation, mindfulness, journaling, and all other kinds of self-exploration, I've reclaimed a life that feels inspired. And while I feel so much more whole now, I know there's a lot more to learn and share. And that's what this podcast is all about. On the Electric Ideas podcast, I'll talk with you about ideas and practices and habits that help women get back to their heart center and live more fulfilling lives. You can expect an interview each week where I bring on amazing women across all different disciplines and just have a truly open, curious, heart-centered conversation about what's worked for them, what might work for you. And my hope is that it sparks a sense of possibility, even if it's just like a pinprick of light that introduces something to you that might be a pivot point or an inspiration that you didn't even know you needed. I started this podcast because I know when women step into their fullest selves, the whole world benefits. And these conversations are intended to inspire you to live life on your own terms. So while I can't promise you I'm an expert on every topic, I do promise you that I approach every conversation with such a deep intention to serve, and I know that'll shine through. Thank you so much for joining me. Can't wait for you to listen. I'm so glad you joined me today. If you're looking for more, feel free to connect with me on Instagram at @WhitneyWoman. And if you enjoyed the show, I invite you to support me by leaving a review or sharing it with a friend. Hope you have an inspired day.